Thank you for chiming into House of Truth. All general messages may not resonate, but if you would like a personal soul session with me, feel free to email me at AZARIATHEINTUITIVE@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to assist you with the free reading. Or you can Google House of Truth, leave me a message. I'll get back with you in a 24-hour period. I pray that everybody's okay, keeping safe, staying protected. It's vital you keep up on your prayers and or meditations to build your own personal relationship with God, and having faith is the number one key. Young lady has reached out. This is from my Google page. A young lady reached out. She was wanting to ask questions in regards of her marriage. So, yeah, I'm going ahead and get started. Okay, now you said that you want to know a question in regards of your marriage.
Correct.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, can I have your husband's initials, please?
Sure. First initial is C as in Charlie. Last initial is E as in Edward.
Okay, so what I'm getting ready to do
Mm-hmm.
is call in his energy just to see where he's at
Okay.
when it comes to his energy. Okay, calling in the energies of CE. Calling in the energies of CE, Holy Spirit. Calling in the energies of CE. Divine love. I see that. That's good energy. He loves you sincerely. It's you guys have like a spiritual connection here. Anything that's divine, it's something deeper other than just love. You know what I mean?
Right.
Calling in the energies of CE. Calling in the energies of CE. He wants to manifest things within his life, but it's like he might not feel like he's standing within his power. He's needing to go with the flow. Ask God for help when it comes to matters of the heart so he can flourish. Calling in the energies of CE. Calling in the energies of CE, Holy Spirit. We have your path in reverse. Calling in the energies of CE. We have deepening. Calling in the energies of CE. What I do is pick 4 cards.
Uh-huh.
Calling in the energies of CE. We have non-duality. Calling in the energies of CE. One more, please, Holy Spirit. CE. And we have needing to surrender. Okay, so when it comes to your path in reverse, it says, Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan for far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Okay, so he's allowing the way he feels. This is all about perception. He needs to change his perception. He could have fears and things of this nature when it comes to things that he wants, you know, the path he's on,
Right.
when it comes to a crossroads, it's like having to make a choice or a decision. So when it
Right.
comes to him deepening, having this or this deepening when it comes to a realization of something here. Um, when it comes to the foundations that he wants to build his life and you guys build your life on. Um, it shows that he has security. He feels secure when it comes to the foundation because it's in the upright. But there's this deepening feeling that he has inward. It says, once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. Surrender is coming out twice. So I look at things in dualities, right? So surrendering is like the key thing here. It says they bring peace of God when you learn how to surrender, not trying to control everything, because what's meant for you is meant for you. What's going to happen is going to happen. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
When it comes to non-duality, it says, let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. Non-duality is about two people coming together and being one, right?
Right.
Um, it's it's something here pertaining to maybe not. I don't know if you guys are not on the same page, or it could be some type of disagreement, things of this nature when it comes to maybe communication and perception. Yes, about communicating. It says sometimes learning, when it comes to surrendering, it was in reverse. This is about communication. A lot of times we will communicate what we perceive, and our perception might not be right at all times.
Right.
Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest to stop trying to control the universe, aka God, because God has a plan for us all, a direction.
Right.
Sometimes you have to just allow things to be, and as my grandmother, well, depending on the situation, she would always make this gesture: "Let the chips fall where they may."
Wait a minute. Yeah,
Yes,
I've heard
ma'am.
that before.
Uh-huh. So what I'm getting ready to do is kind of clarify now the cards that came out.
Okay.
When it comes to your path in reverse, can you clarify your path in reverse, Holy Spirit? Your path in reverse, there's a choice or a decision. He feels like something is direction that he's going in might not be the right direction. Clarify your path in reverse, Holy Spirit. Clarify your path in reverse. Clarify your path in reverse. This is all about how he perceives. Clarify your path in reverse. Your path in reverse is clarified with, okay, it says escape, freedom, release, finding solutions, options, relief, wanting to take control in regards of making a choice and a decision. He doesn't want to invest in something here with the, let's see, Seven of Pentacles, making investments. It says bad business, financial management, not finishing what is started. It's some type of choice, decision that he don't feel is his path. Clarify deepening, Holy Spirit. Clarify deepening. He's holding on to something here. It could be pertaining to money. He could be budgeting. He could be holding on to people, places, possessions, things, deep-seated past issues. Yeah, he's like within. Going within. Once again, it's speaking about control, wanting to hold on to financial stability and financial security. Remember, I said that the foundation that he's building this life with you on, he feels secure about it, and that's what he wants to hold on to. He has this deepening sense that he really wants to hold on to the foundation. Black cats. Uh, Usually mean magic, like black magic, things of this nature, but to me. But here I feel like there's a sense of wanting to protect. Okay.
Am I able to say information to you, or like anything to enlighten?
Yeah. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. So recently, which a few days ago, I confirmed that he has been cheating.
Okay.
So, and we're not legally separated, but we are not within the same household for a while because of the communication part that you mentioned earlier. We have issues with the communication part on his part, and I get blamed for it. So, I mean, I'm thinking all this while we're working on us, and whatever it is, let him be. To work out whatever it is. But then I found out that he has been cheating. Like, usually when I suspect, I'm told that I'm crazy. And then come to find out that I wasn't crazy, because it really was happening. And it's not just one, it's like multiple over the course of the time that we've been dealing with this. So right now, as it happened, I was then again blamed for it was my fault.
And you know
As
it's not, right?
huh?
You know that it's not your fault because of someone else's actions, right?
Right. But yeah, that was basically what. And then I get no explanation. He basically has gone silent. The kids and I, we're basically blocked. That's the behavior. He doesn't communicate. He'll just block so you don't text or try to call or message or anything. So we have yet to talk about this. And the only message that he has sent thus far is, it is what it is. Like, I would take it like it happened. It is what it is. You found out. What now? Or do whatever you want to do. I don't know.
That's why
But
non-duality came out, because non-duality is about two people coming together and being equally yoked. But if it's not, then it's like, there's no duality there. You're not on the same page. You're not living as one. And
right.
that's due to not being emotionally fulfilled. But what he's missing is the Ace of Cups is about God. It's got the authoritative hand. God is blessing you with this emotional fulfillment. A lot of times we want financial and emotional fulfillment out of our partner. It's almost like he's rejecting this fulfillment that God is trying to give him. And for him not to talk about the situation and be upfront about and I'm sorry, it is what it is. It's a form of narcissism.
Right.
You're kind of pushing aside the elephant in the room, the real topics that we're needing to talk about and discuss, because you're looking for emotional fulfillment elsewhere. And
Yes.
that's what it is. Hey, it is what it is when it comes to that.
I strongly believe what you said, and the reason why is because no matter how much time he will leave, like he's in a completely different house, somewhere different, he'll hide it. I'll find out eventually where the place is. But no matter where he goes, he'll come home, he'll spend the night. But then I can always sense when we're going down a path where I don't know whether it be work, social circles, the influences around. He feels like he needs this ego boost.
Yep.
And then I could tell when he pulls away, but no matter how much he pulls away, it's like he's always drawn. And I don't think it's because of kids. He's always still drawn back to come home and sleep in the bed and hug me. And, whether or not we're doing anything, it's always been.
Because you're his comfort zone. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Did you say to proceed or?
You're his comfort zone.
Right, like I'm first baseman.
Right.
So I'm always going to be safe
Right.
from that. But in the background, he's always kind of hidden, and I've always been the crazy one because I've never had any hard proof. And then come Saturday, just fell in my lap out of the blues. He had my kids, and he went out with my kids with a younger girl, a white girl, younger, she has 2 kids. And something just told me when I asked him, he says, "Oh, it was my friend's wife and, his kids." And I'm like, I'm not crazy. I drove to the place and I brought my daughter and I said, "Hey," sorry, to one of the workers, "Do you remember my daughter?" And they said, "Yeah, they were here and they were kissing. There was a lot of PDA and all of that." He wouldn't even stand to talk. He kept denying it, like, "Oh, my daughter is crazy. It's not what she saw." Because usually in the past, that's usually how he plays it down. And because I had no proof, I would have to walk away from it. But this time I was told specifics, like, "Yeah, his name is so and so. I remember him. He was, and it just, since then, he has not stood to face what was happening. He just kind of locked himself away."
Yeah, it almost sounds like he wants his cake and eat it too, but at the same time, he's wanting you to accept his behavior.
Right. Because the
And
blame has always been passed on me. It's because of you I am not in the house. It's because of you. And if ever I say, "Well, go ahead and file a divorce and I'll just go,"
he don't want to lose
"Oh,
you.
if you want one, you can do it." Or it'll be something down the line like, "Oh, you're cheating." But now I've learned that it's because he was doing stuff. It's been projected back on me.
Exactly.
So
Yes, ma'am.
even with him saying, I made a comment to him and said, I will never cheat on you, so you can stop accusing me. However, the first opportunity I get to leave you, I will. And he's basically turned around and said, because I said that, he's not stupid. So he took it in reverse as saying, I'm going to leave because of another man, when I specifically said I would never cheat on you, but the first opportunity I get to move back to wherever it is that I came from, which is Florida, I'm going to, leave you. Right. And he took it as, well, I'm not stupid to just sit around. I'm going to go look for mine also. But I'm not stupid either, because you had to have this person there in the background in order for you to now bring my kids around thinking that, they wouldn't have told me. I mean, they're babies, but they would have said something. And I guess he didn't think that I would find out. Or you could just talk it down, basically. So the silence right now is the uncertain part for me, as into, well, what does he want to do? Is he going to fix his family? Is he going to do what's needed, go to counseling, or are we, done?
Okay. I do feel that he needs a space to grow. It's like something here pertaining to maybe immature ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's part of the immature ways. Him blocking, he will block everybody in the house, including the kids.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get down to the meat of the reading. Now, you want to know if you guys, because it already shows that he's not willing to surrender, just by you saying what you saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the communication and blocking you and the kids. That's like not wanting to face his responsibility.
Right.
So let's see if he's going to change.
Right.
We'll see he change, Holy Spirit. We'll see he change his ways. We'll see he change his ways. We'll see he change his ways, Holy Spirit. He doesn't have the inner power or the inner strength. It says power in reverse. Awakening. He's awakening to some things. Outrageous openness. He's being a magical gateway. So when it comes to his inner power, it says, give me the courage and the power to do what it is that must be done. It says, when it comes to him awakening, it says, oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. We can have awakenings, whether it be good or bad. Like we come to this opening, we have to start opening up to certain things. And it can be a negative aspect, or it can be a positive aspect too as well. It's like because of the fact he doesn't, it's almost like not knowing where you want to go or where it is you want to be when it comes to his path, right? But
right.
He's married. Like your path is with your wife, your children, and things of this nature. So I don't know. It's almost like he's had an awakening, like maybe the path of, being married is not for him.
Right.
Clarify outrageous openness, Holy Spirit. True offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. He talks very negatively. It's like he's not letting go of negative communication. I don't see, right now, I don't see like a change because he's awakening to this so-called, as he feels, this new freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, inner child. He's dealing with some things when it pertaining to his inner child here. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. And once again, this is someone who has been through things as a child, and it's as an adult, it exudes, it shows through. It could be that, mom and dad, there was, a lack of commitment within his life
The
somewhere.
dad pretty much did similar
Yeah.
things, like what he's doing, like left the mom after being married, and his business was successful, and he pretty much left the mom with them. And I think they have like maybe 6 kids. And when the last set of babies were born, the dad had left to go be with a younger woman. And now he's older, he's regretting it.
That's what's going to happen to him. That's it's a repeated cycle. They're called family curses.
Right.
And if he doesn't make a choice and a decision to change, so he don't fall into the same category or scenario that his mom and did, is, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a
Right.
cycle that's repeated. Okay, so it's some things that your husband is needing to work on. Right now, I don't see a change. I'm getting ready to clarify why come he doesn't have the inner power.
Right.
Clarify inner power. Why doesn't he have the inner power, Holy Spirit? How come he doesn't have the inner power? Clarify inner power. Why is there no inner power? 7. He's needing to like gain control. The chariot card is about moving forward. He wants to move forward. But like I said, at the same time, he's wanting to hold on to you. When these so-called, what it is, it's like a supply to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not being emotionally fulfilled or things of this nature. This is how his perception. But once this supply runs out, that's when he comes back to you for the love. He needs to do some introspection and reflection when it comes to his inner child. He feels like victory, overcoming obstacles. He doesn't have the inner power because there's this determination there, right?
Right.
Um, that's not good. Not having the inner power, but moving forward. Almost like you're not willing to face what it is at hand or what's in front
Right.
of you, right? So
So
let's
it's showing like he wants to move forward, like let go of the marriage and move
right.
forward.
But at the same time, I feel that there's a fear there because you're the only one who's showing sincere love. That's why he
Right.
comes back and climbs in bed with you and want to hold you. And he wants you to hold him, regardless of, it has something to do with affection.
Right.
So he's awakening to this Nine of Pentacles, moving forward. Um, this is like the nine of, it's saying he's coming out as a knight, not a king. Knights
Right.
are flyby. They come in, they come out, they're not stable, you know. So it's almost like he would rather be a knight than standing in his king power. He wants
Right.
to fly by, come in and out. And see, you can't have that. You got them kids there. They need to know that they have a stable father, things of this
Right.
nature. Um, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This is offering new beginnings, starting something slow. So he's awakening. Like I said, we can awaken to things. That don't mean it's good. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, but when it comes to a routine, he's not coming. Yeah, the Two of Cups. He's offering partnerships, and Two of Cups is about offering partnerships and things of this nature. New partnerships and things of this nature. Clarify true offering. He's coming in as a 9 again. It says very arrogant. He's making reckless decisions. Daredevil. um, yeah, there's a lack of passion when it comes to communication, and this is a new awakening for him. Um, what's going on with the inner child, Holy Spirit? Allow me to give compassion, love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Clarify inner child, Holy Spirit. Yeah, he's not. This is about family curses, the wheel of fortune. He's not allowing cycles to come to an end, and that's due to how things he's seen, growing up. I'm sorry to hear that. Um, it's a decisive moment. It's a cycle of life. Okay. He's taking a chance on his family due to some things that he saw growing up. It's
Right.
almost like he thinks he's making a right choice or a decision, and he's not. Um, as and wow, this is kind of deep. Um, all I can say is that you need to do what's best for you and the kids,
Right.
and if that means having, because if he feels he can always come back to you and you'll give him that love and nurturing that he's looking for at that time, it's almost
Right.
like you fuel him when he's feeling down or feeling low or things are not working out the way he thinks that he plans it to be. He comes back and you fuel him. You give him that love, that attention, just for him to go out to try to give it to someone else again. They run out
Right.
of energy sometimes, And so
Right.
they come back to the one that can give them, give them that energy. So all that needs to be cut off. No, you can't climb up in bed with me, come loving on me and hugging on me when you feeling down, and then leaving me and the kids just to try to build a routine, start a routine somewhere else.
Right.
You know, that's gonna put a drain on you, and then it shows the kids this is how relationships should go, and it's not the same thing that he's learned as when he was a kid. He's implementing these same type of teachings to you guys as kids, and you don't
Right.
want them to grow up thinking this is how a relationship should be.
Right.
You deserve better. You know what I mean?
Right. Did does it show? I also had a question. Like, are you able to see? Like, for some reason, I always wonder. Like, is there any black magic? He had an ex that he kind of did similar stuff to, and I just wanted to know: was there any black magic in the relationship itself?
Okay, hold on. Was any was there any Holy Spirit, was there any black magic performed in CE's marriage? Was there any black magic performed?
And it could be friends also.
Yep. Influences. Any black
Yes.
magic? Holy Spirit. Black magic. CE Holy Spirit. Was there any black magic performed in CE? Black magic performed in CE? Wow. That's a lot of energy. A lot of energy came out on that question. We have the King of Cups in reverse. This is someone who cannot control their emotions. They become overly emotional, overwhelmed, um, escaping ruin. Here, the magician. Yeah, yep. The magician in reverse. Manipulation, cunning, trickery, illusions, deceptions, which cause conflicts, unhappy families. Yeah, somebody either said something or someone's done something to make him feel like he's not loved at home. It could have been
Yeah.
a verbal communication. This is karmic retribution. This is unfairness, justice in reverse, corruption, lack of accountability, dishonesty, unfairness, karmic avoidance, sneaking. Let's see, making a break for it, deceit, lies, trickery. That's coming out twice. Yeah, somebody said something to him.
He has a person in his circle who have spoken stuff in front of me, and stuff that I've seen that I know that is not healthy. And I knew a lot of the stuff because my husband's a little bit younger than him. He is very much in my husband's ears. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always known it, that something was there, whether it be black magic coming from next or this particular person. But of course, it's just me. I have no proof to it. I just can tell you behavior has changed. And based on my interaction with this person in front of my husband and how he spoke to me and how he advised my husband, I knew from that moment that it was, and that person does not like me very well because I'm very blunt with how I feel in confronting him at times. So I feel like it's more heightened than it was before, whatever it is that you're doing. So they're probably like stroking his ego, making him
Yep.
feel like, oh, you're fine, you're doing the right thing, yada, yada. But I
Yep.
feel definitely that there is.
Yep. It was manipulation there. Somebody said to him, because we have right, let's see, with the magician in reverse, it was clarified with the lovers in reverse. There was some type of manipulation, cunning, trickery, illusion, deception to make him feel like there was disharmony within you guys' connection, which brought about trust issues. Okay, conflicts. We have conflicts that came out twice, lack and needing to take accountability for you guys' connection, you guys' marriage here. Okay. Let's see, you're receiving spiritual assistance. The angels are stepping in to bring balance into your life. Page of Wands, they're talking to you in regards of ideas on what it is that you're needing to do. God is telling you to stand your ground. You're the Queen of Cups in the upright, mature, emotional female, security, femininity, loving, warm, sensitive. So you're holding it all together. God is telling you to keep calm and hold your emotions together, okay?
Yes, I've been doing that. I've been since this week. I mean, as much as I'm going through it in the background, I've been holding it together to not reach out, to not react, and trying to tell myself if and when we do, come, because we do have the children, whatever is said, whatever isn't said, just hold the emotion. Do not show the emotions to him, and nor, allow him, as you said, to, feel like he could just come back in, because usually he'll just come in and act like nothing happened after time has passed, after a week and a half or a week at most. He'll come back in and just act like nothing. And he'll bring like an offering, like a peace offering, something that I may have wanted, or something, he would always come back in with a peace offering without any communication being done.
Yeah. So look here. It says the world card in reverse was hidden. Is we have the moon card. All of this is hidden. The moon card, illusions and things of this nature. The world card, not putting it into old cycles when it comes to your marriage. This is a challenge for you because of the fact that he's looking forward to living an unconventional lifestyle or being in unconventional relationships. Right behind that is the devil card, addiction, depression, mental health issues, scarcity, obsession, cheating, dependencies. So he's and I'm just saying, baby, please don't get mad at me. He's operating out of a low vibrational energy.
Right.
God is telling you you're coming out as the Queen of Swords. Be honest, truthful, protect your family. Cut whatever it is that you needing to cut off for you and the children. And if you're feeling as if you're being left out in the cold or feeling lonely, cut that out too, because you have an angel assistance. God is assisting you in this. He's
Right.
helping you to be calm, stay calm. The more you fight, and stand your ground, the more you fight, there's going to be conflicts.
Right.
And that's not what you want in your life either, is the
Right.
conflicts and for them babies to see that either. Clarify
Mm-hmm.
conflicts. Clarify conflicts, Holy Spirit. Clarify conflicts. Conflicts is clar conflicts is clarified. Yeah, it's conflicts behind him overindulging. You know, the friendships, not wanting him to be friends with certain types of people. But if he's have this new awakening, he's in this energy where he feels like, he wants to explore and things of this nature, then yeah, some decisions are going to have to be made. He's not focused on the wealth or the well-being of the family right now. Yeah, it like some decisions need to be made when it pertaining to him. He's making a break for it. This is pertaining to, trickery and things of this nature. I told you once again, the Temperance card came out. That's angelic assistance. God is stepping in because of the fact he better watch out. Because what you don't want when you messing, messing with spiritual contracts can get you caught up in a situation
Right.
like he's going against the spiritual contract. Like, yeah, yeah. And you don't want to take on anyone else's karmic debt. That's what it's becoming, you
Right.
know. So yeah, God is telling you do what it is that you're needing to do because the kids don't need to see that type of behavior. It's not right.
Right.
And see, you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And it can, this type of stuff, because of what he's doing, can change your energy,
Right.
make you mean spirited and all. And that's not your coming out as the queen of cups in the upright. Yeah, you're needing to take a rest, take a break, find the
Right.
mental strength, right? I don't know if you're isolating yourself. This might be the time for you to get out and, take the kids out, start doing little. I know the kids started back to school, but
Yeah.
placing your focus elsewhere. Let him
Right.
do him, let him be him. because he's justice in reverse. He's gonna have
Does
to
the
pay.
justice in reverse mean like he's gonna get his, like karma is gonna get him back?
Yes,
Or
ma'am. Yes,
something's gonna happen where he's gonna feel it?
yes, ma'am. Soon, especially
I
when
kind of suspect, because I feel like, when you're burning both ends of a candle, I
yeah,
kind of feel like financially he's stretching himself so thin where he has this place. And another thing is he has this thing where he feels like he lives for his friends. So he puts more value on them. So, and they're older, so the influence is there, but one in particular. And I feel like he's burning both ends of the candle to have this facade. Like, I got it going on. I'm the man.
facts.
But I can tell financially it ain't as it seems. If you're not really in it, you're not gonna. You probably just say, "Oh, he's good. He has all these cars and his business is doing great." But I don't believe so. I believe.
Let's see where he's at financially. Where is CE at financially, Holy Spirit? Where is CE at financially? The King of Wands. Vision. He has a vision. Where is CE at financially? Where is CE at financially, Holy Spirit? Then he's coming out as the Queen of Swords. Ooh, vision. Queen of Swords. He's hopeful financially. Something's getting ready to be cut out. Oh my goodness. He's coming out as, hold on, the Page of Pentacles. When you cut him off completely and withdraw your energy, you're the queen. Like I said, you coming out as the Queen of Swords, who's honest and truthful. He's trying to make it like he's the King of Wands in the upright, but he's not. But when you withdraw your energy completely, he's coming out as the Page of Pentacles in reverse. The page is about communication, right?
Right.
Starting a new beginning, whether this be in, I feel we are talking about financial. So when you cut him off completely, girl, look, because of his act, that's what I said, karmic retribution. Because of his actions, if you divorce him and because of his actions, you're getting ready to hit them pockets. That's alimony. Page of Pentacles in reverse. He's not going to be able to start a new beginning. Investments. He's not going to be able to invest. He got a vision, a plan on how he wants this new beginning or this new life he's trying to start. It's not going to go the way that he planned. Yeah. He's playing with fire. And I don't think he thinks that you are so maybe oblivious or you love him so much to the point you won't make moves or take forth any actions. Wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
Because he kind of put me in a position where I can't really move. Like he's, when someone cripples you.
Yep.
So you can't financially, they cripple you. So you can't really move, cut you off from everyone. And I'm so far away from what I know. So I've always kind of just said, can you just go ahead and file a divorce and do it? But for all the years, he has never done it. He just always said, well, if you want one, you can do it. Or you don't need a divorce. You can just go. You don't need a divorce. Stuff like that. He is very childish, immature, and he is easily influenced, which I said I believe strongly there is something there, whether it has been black magic or someone in his ears, based on what I've seen. And based on what's going on right now and how he's working or how he's living, it's like you're burning the candle at both ends. At some point, it's going to
burn out.
I feel like he is doing it, but he's also not paying attention. Like he's driving reckless, but he's not, thinking anything can happen. And, the family and the marriage being one, because he's, according to him, I'm always arguing. But my questions have always been, hey, what's going on? Keep me in the know. And he is like, well, it's none of your business, it's this. And then that's where the third party influence comes in, because they're like, you don't need that. You're the man. You make all the money. And that's how that had started. That's how that started.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I just want to know, would he had remorse for what are come to his senses and say, hey, I'm making the same mistake as my dad did, because he has no relationship with the dad based off what was done. So it is very deep rooted.
Very.
Wondering like if he would snap out of it and say, because he listens to no one at this point, except for whoever, strokes his ego. So if you're going and saying, hey, this is wrong, he will go against you. He will turn against you. Unless you're kind of like, hey, good job, you're doing the right thing, even though it's wrong.
Let's see if he'll have remorse. He's standing his ground on. He goes back and forth because it came out on his side. It's all, like I said, it's about a path he's having to choose. Maybe I should stay. Maybe I should go. So he's
always in that, like, you're on the money where that's said, because one minute he'll say, I'm done, whatever, I got options, this and that. But then, like I said, no matter where he goes, it's never for long. He's always drawn back. So he'll disappear for like a week and don't talk, and then he comes right back in and try to, bring something nice to get your mind off whatever it is that you're mad about.
Yeah, it's like testing the waters, to see what you're going to do. But he's coming out as the emperor in reverse. He's not standing within his power when it comes to making decisions, standing his ground. So he goes back and forth. Right now, you know what? I don't think he's going to really feel remorse until he hits rock bottom. He loses his wife. He loses his family. He realizes he can't come back and climb up in bed with you no more when he needs you. And when he realizes that he can't come back and get that love and affection, and you're not going to keep fueling him. He's going to realize it.
My subtle move that I kept telling myself was, whenever he comes back around, do not show the emotion like I normally do. However, just say you've made your decision, so stay where you're at, and just keep it at that, without even arguing, without even saying, why did you do it to me? Just kind of let him do what he wanted. Let it flow. Let the chips fall where they may. Like, you did what you did. It is what it is. Now I'm telling you, stand on whatever it is that you're doing.
Facts.
Over here.
Facts, because I don't think his moms ever made his dad stand on his decisions.
Right.
So that's where mom.
The dad, it's crazy. The dad they didn't even get a divorce, but the dad falsified documents to marry the other woman, saying that he has a divorce. So technically he's still married to the mom, and she never got remarried. And it's years later. He's now 42, and it was probably when he was 20 it happened.
Yeah.
So it's like years later, and the dad's regretting it, like seeing it for what it is. This party, the person that he's with, I don't think, I didn't believe it was anything serious. I could be wrong, but from what I've found out, like I said, it's been multiple, so it almost seemed like he'll go through, okay, a little supply right here, he gets what he needs, and then he cuts it off, and he goes a while without doing anything, and then he goes back again whenever he feels like he needs that fuel to to another.
Right. Yeah, he's being very gullible. When making gullible decisions, that's because usually either somebody is saying something to you, right? Helping you when it comes to choices and decisions, right? His decisions, the page of wands in reverse, he's making hasty decisions. When it comes to his goals and plans, because he's not standing within his power. So that means anybody, he's being easily influenced. Anybody can tell you anything. Yeah. So
he's very easily influenced, and he's also very insecure.
Right. Yep.
That's where the ego boost comes in. It probably makes him feel good, to say, hey, I can get these girls, and and that's by using what he has to get them.
Right.
So, I would love to think that he loves his children, but I don't know. So, does he love his kids?
Does he love his children, Holy Spirit? Wow. Hold on. Does CE love his children? Holy Spirit. Does CE love his children? Does CE love his children? Being selfish.
Yep.
But yeah, it's okay. So when it comes to his children, the choice, like there's no choice when it comes to your kids. There's no
Right.
decision making, like none of that. Yeah, it's like, well, let me choose and decide if I love them or not. Yeah, but in the long run, at right behind choices is regrets. Because of the
Right.
choices he decides to make and not staying balanced or bringing a balance into his children's life, he's going to have a regret. And you know, kids, baby, you don't do kids right. When they get old enough, they speak their mind and they will let you have it.
Right.
So it's not what I feel is what I feel is like I don't want to say that he doesn't love them, but in this space and this energy that he's in right now is very selfish. And he
Right.
thinks that he's making the right choices. He perceives he's making the right decisions, but he's going to bring harm and detriment to you and them children in the long run.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say he doesn't love them. It's just that he's being,
Selfish.
yeah, and with selfishness, it's not gonna show that you love anyone else but yourself.
Right. Because that's the truth. When he initially moved out, he made a selfish move, not thinking of the children. He just did it because in his mind, it was the freedom that he would have to do
Yep.
whatever he wanted to do to get that emotional fulfillment. He could do it as he wanted. But he looked at it like it's because of you why I'm out here.
And
And I'm
that's
like, no, it's because of you why you're out there. Because had you wanted to, fix, I've been begging, pleading, let's fix, let's go to counseling. And he feels like there's nothing wrong with me, so I don't need counseling.
and that's to make you feel guilty. Well,
Yeah.
if I make her feel guilty about the reason why that I'm making the choices and decisions that I'm making, then if I can get her to feel guilty enough, she'll always accept me back.
And I think now that I found out, that's why he's completely like, he's quiet. He's just like, oh, it is what it is, because there's really nothing else you could say. Because
Facts.
like I found out so much. And now it's like, are you kidding me? You've really been doing all of this. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. So now it's like, it's almost like I feel like he's ashamed
Yep.
in a sense of facing the music and saying, okay, I did it. I apologize. Well, we know he don't ever apologize. I would be lucky if I get one of those.
Most narcissists do not apologize for their wrong. They can't even draw themselves to say I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, he would rather come in, like I said, and bring you some food or something, whatever it is that he thinks that you were wanting, he will make sure. You may think he wasn't listening, but it could have been a month ago. He will bring that thing just to kind of appease you. But I really do strongly believe that he is like, oh my God, it all unraveled. I had it under control, and now it's unraveled. She knows, what's going to happen. Like, but then at the same time, that selfishness is like, it is what it is. Not seeing that the hurt is going to be more later on down the road.
Yep.
So yes, that's sad.
And it is.
I knew it. I knew it in my heart. I knew it in my bones. I knew it that not somebody, what this one particular person was in his ears, maybe not saying, you need to do this, but it was like a manipulation. It was like a gaslighting tactic of, I would take that if I was you. You're the man. You made all the money, so why you gotta, why is she acting like, I knew it was something like that to make him feel like whatever was happening between him and I, he shouldn't take it. He shouldn't be taking it. He should be doing something different. I knew it all along because I found a bank account with this said person on it. And that showed me that he trusted this person to an extent to put him on the bank account.
He's got a hard lesson to learn. A hard lesson to learn.
Is there any way you could tell me, like, if this particular person that we're referring to will betray him? Because I have a strong feeling that this friend is not a loyal one. This friend to me is one that's there for the taking, what he's able to get from him.
What's the friend's initials?
C as in Charlie, J as in Jack.
Okay, so the question I'm going to ask, it will CJ betray CE? Will CJ betray CE, Holy Spirit? Will CJ betray CE? CJ betray CE? CJ betray CE, Holy Spirit? CJ betray CE? Yep, leave him out in the cold. He's going to invest in time, friendship, and then walk away. Will CJ betray CE? Holy Spirit. CJ betray CE. Oh, wow. Yep. So they're making some type of investment together. Okay. Um, yeah. Oh, wow. This is about someone who makes an investment going together, but it's like somebody walking away, leaving someone out in the cold. Financial hardship,
Right.
negative change in the circumstance, feeling left out in the cold, financial loss, feeling the world is against you. Yes, ma'am. And that's what's hidden. The moon card. Yep. Unhappy family. He's one of them that's putting something in his ear to walk away from his family.
Mm-hmm.
It came.
I knew it without anybody telling me. I knew that for a fact. As I said, I just felt it in my bone, and based off how he spoke to me and what he was saying just made me say, how can you know? And that was from the very first day my husband got his business. He was like, oh, you don't need to, you need to ease up off of him a little. And I'm like, I'm sorry, we're building together and I'm here, and you don't like the fact that I'm here, I'm present. And, ever since then, it just kept going and kept going and kept going. And the first time my husband was out of the house was because of me, because I suspected he was doing something and I never had proof to it. And I threw him out. And then from there, that was when that person got their claws deep in him and went in his head. And ever since then, they've had their claws in him. And I've lost complete control of, how he behaved.
Right.
But I can sense, I have the sixth sense of this friend. He is not genuine. He's literally there for the gain.
Yep.
And for the moment, like he's riding his coattail, and he himself knows this because he has said it. But for whatever reason, there's a hole on him that he can't seem to.
He's gullible. That's why gullible is coming out. He's very gullible. And like you said, he invests more into his friends and associations, and he thinks that these people has his best interest at heart, and they don't. It's all for their beneficial gain too, as well. While, they're using him.
I think I'll just leave it, leave him alone, like not say nothing. I won't even say anything about a divorce. Just go about my business, do what I got to do. And I mean, he provides financially where it's needed. I don't know if down the road he will stop or, throw a tantrum, but he's always, I got to say, where the positive is there. He's always made sure, though he's out there, he's provided for the family and we have everything that we need. But emotionally, he is just completely gone, disconnect, no communication, whatsoever. I think my next question would be, is he still in contact with who I don't know who she is, but that third party person?
Hold on. You said you want to know if
If
he's
he's still in contact with that person, like still in communication with that person. I mean, it just happened on Saturday, so I don't know.
okay. So what I'm getting ready to ask is CE still in contact with the third party? Is CE still in contact with the third party? CE in contact with the third party. Is CE still in contact? Wow. Yep. He's putting work, energy, time into this new connection. Yeah, we have the, let's see, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So he's putting in work, putting time into this new connection. You have the Two of Cups, partnerships, compatibility, happy couples, whatever the case. The Sun card. Hold on. Let's see what's the outcome of this.
Okay.
What's the outcome of this third party? Holy Spirit. What's the outcome? Yeah. It ain't no good coming to him. Everybody that, because of the fact that I'm telling you, cannot go against spiritual contracts and think that things gonna turn out for you. These people are using him. The Magician card in reverse, manipulation, trickery, wasted talent, illusion, right up under the Two of Cups.
I had a dream about 2 weeks before all of this unraveled. And it was revealed to me, because I'd prayed, and it was revealed to me that he was cheated. But in the dream, it was revealed to me that it was a friend of mine that I know, very close, and it's someone that he wouldn't have known because I went to school with her, but she had a daughter. And when I found out, I said to her, "Why are you doing this? You knew I was going through this." And her words to me clearly in the dream was, "I don't even want him. I just needed the help." But in the dream, it showed me that she had one daughter. And when I found out, this girl has two daughters. They're twins. And I don't know if because they were twins, if it just showed up to me in the dream as, one in the same. But it was revealed to me that whoever, at first I was fixated on it's somebody I knew, it's somebody I knew. And then it was after everything happened, I kind of read the dream properly. It was saying whoever he is with, because if this person has two young kids like your kids, then they need some sort of help because the person's not in the picture. And it said that they were just using him.
That's what is coming out. They're using him.
Okay, and I didn't say that to you until after you said that, and that was exactly what I dreamt. It was clear as day. Only thing that wasn't clear was it came to me as somebody that I knew. And I thought it was just the weirdest thing, and I kept fixating that it's with somebody that I knew, and it just came to me. So they were using him.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He ain't no good gonna come to him by this. He thinks it is, but it's not. He's walking. It's when I first pulled out the cards, it said magical gateway, but he's walking through a gateway that is a false perception.
Right.
So remember, anything that is confusing is not the author of God. Anything that brings about confusion ain't got nothing to do with God. He's operating out of a whole nother entity.
Right. He's like under a spell.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's like he's got on rose-colored glasses, as they would say. He's got blinders on. He doesn't.
Yeah, like flame, like matzo flame. You're drawn to whatever it is. Like
yes, ma'am. Yep.
Does the third party knows? I don't know if he was honest. Does the third party knows that he is married?
Hold on.
Or is separated?
Okay. Does the third party know? Does the third party know? Does the third party know that CE is married but separated? Does the third party know? Does the third party know, Holy Spirit? Does the third party know? Wow. Does a third party know, Holy Spirit? Does a third party know that CE is married but separated, Holy Spirit? Routine. Does a third party know that CE is married but separated? Resilience. Does a third party know that CE is married but separated? The vibe that I'm getting, wanting to build a routine, being patient. Someone is refusing to compromise, refusing to give in. With the Knight of, hold on, nostalgia and let me see, letting go of the past, focusing on the future. Clarify nostalgia, returning to one's roots, reverse. I'm gonna put it like this: if she knows, she don't care,
Okay.
because you got marriage. So it's like I feel that she do know you married. She don't care
Okay.
because what I seen in the middle of the deck is she wants to enjoy the fruits of her labor. So if he's helping her out financially, she's going to benefit off of him. So it's like she's getting what she wants. She don't care.
Right. But it's not love.
No,
It's
ma'am.
just a matter of what she's able to get from him.
No, ma'am. You got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Lack of money, poor financial control, lack of opportunities, or loss of opportunities. So she's depending on him.
Right. I thought that too when
And
I heard about the two kids, and I'm like, that's kind of crazy. And I was told it's a younger woman, a younger girl, and that made me, like, okay.
and he's getting ready to find out because he's not the only one. This lady has options. So he don't come through. He thinks that he's going to hold on to something. He don't do what she wants him to do. She will move on to somebody else.
I kind of felt that energy too, that if it's a younger person, and being who he is, yeah, there have to be other options out there for her.
Yes, ma'am.
Meaning you think you're the main, but you're the side piece to the side. Like I kind of felt like something there when it broke my heart, because when I went to the place and I asked, they gave me this look and said to me, she held my hands when I asked this question. I said, who is she? How does she look? She said, that doesn't matter. She said, I'm going to tell you this. She's not as sweet as you.
Mm-hmm.
And when she said that, she kind of gave that, like that, with that attitude. She is not as sweet as you, so stop crying. And she said, and then I kind of put two and two together. I'm like, okay, it's a white girl. She's younger. She has kids. And you're with a black man. So chances are it's one of those, stereotypical, act like a black woman, whatever, all over the place kind of a thing, which is really not up my husband's alley, So for him to have my kids around, young kids around this woman, I thought that, a normal woman would be like, well, the kids are still young. Why aren't you with your, but it didn't seem that way. And they were kissing in front of my children and all of that stuff and doing all these other stuff. I kind of knew the character, or had an idea of the character of the person. Let's put it that way. So I knew that. I just had that feeling like whoever it is has to be using him. It's not.
And that's sad because he don't see it. You ever seen kids when they become an age and they have to get out there into the world, but they don't really know what to expect? But if a child is trained and properly groomed and prepared to go out there, they know what to avoid and what not to avoid.
Right.
Your husband is stuck in this childlike essence, and he wants to have this, but you're a grown ass, I'm sorry, excuse my language, but you're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass man. You can't go relive some shit that you wasn't able to do when you were younger. You get what I'm
I,
saying?
I
So now,
brought him here from another country, from
huh?
Jamaica. I'm Jamaican also, but I brought him here from Jamaica, and I built him up, stood by him, built him up, gave him his green card, and as soon as he got that in the business, that's when all hell broke loose, because that's when all the friends, especially the one I told you about, just kept running in and getting in his ears because they saw the opportunity, because he's good at what he does for work. He does auto body. He's really good at it. So they saw the opportunity to the hype to be, to ride. And he's that person where he's like, oh, I'll buy you this drink. I can eat this.
Like a
That's fun. I'll give
kid.
you. I'll give you. I'll
Oh,
give you. So
listen.
they just take and gravitate towards him rather than build for themselves. And that's where now I'm now fighting against them for something that I shouldn't, because it's my rightful place next to him. And now it's like, it's a struggle to
Yeah.
where he will hide his finances and all of that stuff. I have access to nothing. Like I said, he has crippled me. Whatever I may have, he will take that away from me to ensure that I can't just get up and leave like that.
Girl, get you a nest egg. My grandma used to put her money in a handkerchief, okay? And she used to tie it to her bra and put it in her bosoms. You
Right.
won't get it, you won't find it. you know?
Right. Yeah, I know back in the days, that's how my grandma used to do it too. She would pin it on her bra strap and then just push it, tuck it under.
Yep.
But yeah, it feels sad because I do love him despite
Yeah.
all that he's put me through. And I feel like the sad part is he's not able to he's looking for this love, but he has it right in front of him and he's not able to receive it because of the manipulation that is around him, and him being that child still. He is, and he gravitates to older men, like fathers, that he thinks that may be father figures. And it's really sad because I'm giving you that love, but it's not in the package that the world has made him to think that it is, and I'm like, I'm here, I'm trying to love you. I may call you out on your stuff. It's called tough love, holding
Right.
you accountable for what you need to be. But he's fighting it. And the sad part is a part of me feels like, as crazy as this may sound, that God put me in his life for a reason. And I still believe in that. Like, I'm supposed to be that person but some days, like now, I'm just like, okay, I'm exhausted. It's too much that's going on. I'm getting hurt in the process, and I'm crying out and asking God, like, what more can I do? Like, what is it? What's the reason? I mean, I could only be that strong.
Well,
It's
you
really sad
strong.
because he's fumbling the blessing, and the blessing was
Yep.
his family that he's got,
Yep.
and his wife, and the business that God blessed him with. But he's fumbling the entire thing and not even seeing it, like you said, in rose-colored glasses.
Yep. And he's gonna have to learn. This is a lesson. It's a lesson for you, and it's gonna be a lesson for him. Allow the lesson to strengthen you and not break you.
Right.
Because in the long run, he's the one that's gonna have to pay the kids. The kids see his actions. They're gonna come forth when they get old enough. And maybe, hell, it might not have to wait till they get old enough. Them kids might speak up and say something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's gonna
Right.
have to pay for that.
I do believe it's a turn of the tides, and it is I forgot the word that you used, but it's a cycle that we're going through right now. And whatever the outcome is, I know it's lessons there definitely for him to learn.
Yep.
And maybe all of this needs to happen for him to learn it in order for us to really be blessed and be where we're supposed to be, or for the change to come for him. Because sometimes, you can't tell people about themselves. They gotta wanna fix themselves or see it for themselves. Because they'll be like, I'm fine, ain't nothing wrong with me, like I tell you he said in the past.
Right.
So he's now gotta probably go through that betrayal from them and realize, oh wow, my wife was right.
Yep.
Or man, I done made a mistake, I done messed up the family. Because a normal person to me would be like, oh my God, I cheated, my wife found out, okay, I'm a little scared right now what's going to happen, but let me try to reach out, and it's like nothing yet, and it's since Saturday. The only thing he has said since then was, why are you mad? You told me you're going to leave the first chance you get, and I'm like, yes, I did. But that was before I said, That was after I said I would never cheat on you, so stop accusing me of cheating. It just means that once I get my money up or, my stuff together, my ducks in a row, I'm going to leave because I'm not happy you're outside of the house and I'm here with the kids. Like, what kind of life am I living?
Right. Right. And as my grandmother say, I guess he don't believe fat meat is greasy.
Well, he thinks the grass is greener on the other side, probably.
Right.
Or he feels also that I would never leave.
Right.
Because he made it so I can. And maybe I don't have to leave physically, but I can also leave emotionally.
Yeah, because that's what he's counting on is your emotions, that love, that sincere love. Because he's not getting it out there. He's not getting Wow.
Whatever it is that he's getting, it's just to stroke his ego. Like, I got one more under my belt. It's like a fix, like a drug. You get that little fix of saying, "Oh, I got this girl." Oh, this, and then after that high, a few months or weeks with this person, it's like, okay, the fun is gone, the adrenaline is gone. Now I'm gonna search for another supply or something. So
Right.
But the last question I have: how will I come out? Will I move forward? Is there anything for my future that?
Hold on. Let me see.
Okay.
Clear. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is use your initials, JP, and I'm going to see the outcome for you. What is the outcome for JP?
Sorry, JE. It's JP is my maiden name. It's JE.
JE. Okay. What is the outcome for JE? Holy Spirit. What is the outcome for JE? What is the outcome for JE? You got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Hold on. What's the outcome for JE? Standing your ground. 10 of Pentacles. Girl, look. What's the outcome for JE? What's the outcome for JE? What's the outcome for JE? Security. You're coming out as the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. What's the outcome for JE? Make sure you ask for strength.
Mm-hmm.
What's the outcome for JE? Healing. There might be delays or indecisions or postponements. That's why you're going to have to ask for strength. What's the outcome for JE? The Chariot, moving forward, doing some introspection and reflection. Even though you might have fear of moving on, you will move on. The Chariot, you will gain control, victory, overcoming obstacles. Okay? Don't invest in communication when it comes to trying to bring something back from the dead. This is the Judgment card. He could later on down the line want to communicate and invest within you again. I wouldn't go back. You're receiving visions, foresight, to move forward. You need to listen to your gut instincts, stand within your power. Okay? He's missing out on a blessing because he is not he's not allowing things to come to an end with the Death card in reverse. Okay, so find your mental strength, be patient, and I don't know if you're working or not.
No, I'm not working at the time.
Continue to work on yourself then. Be patient. Yeah, because there's refusing to compromise. He might come back, but yeah, you'll end up having trust issues. He's almost like leaving a mark on you when it comes to trust.
He has done that, I think, from day one. And another thing is our two kids. are not the only two kids. You know, he has an older child from previous relationship whom I, love dearly and treat as my own, and communicate very well with the mother regarding this child. And even that child, he is pretty much ghosted where support is concerned right now. That's how bad it's gotten. It's never been like this. Since he recently moved out, it's been like this. So it's almost like he's funneling his money somewhere else. Because when I say to him, hey, this, the mom says this is needed, she's going back to school, yeah, yeah. Oh, and there was no interest. And on two different occasions, and I'm like, this is weird because he never did that before. No matter what, if I say she needs this, it's getting done. And then there's another one, which was right before our relationship, and he said that child, well, there's a chance that it wasn't his, which wasn't a lie, but I think deep down he knew it was his, but because of however he felt, because that particular person cheated back on him and gave him a taste of his medicine and broke him down, he kind of just went back and forth with her and kind of painted the picture that she was crazy. But now that I'm going through it, I kind of see like, yeah, I don't think she was all crazy. I think now I know she cheated on you probably because that's what you were doing to her.
Right.
So it's like a cycle.
Yep. It's a family curse. It's pretty.
Right. And I just thought that with the marriage, and with these two babies being that he's there for their birth, everything, and we had them within our marriage, something would change. He would want to change it. There was a time when he was going to church, but this person has a hold on him. I don't even worry so much about the next woman. I'm talking about the friend that has the hold on him. I mean, I even suspect that they could have done some sort of black magic, where this is concerned with him.
Verbal manipulation, that's a form of magic.
Okay, well, that's exactly what's happening, because I think this friend is so mad at me. I called him out because I found out that he's married to his cousin, and I said to him and confronted him, like, why don't you go and worry about your cousin that you're married to, because I have no clue about this. And I'm like, this is the most disgusting thing ever, and you broke up your marriage to go groom your little cousin. Now you're regretting that you messed up your marriage. So I think me calling him out kind of put that bullseye on my back, and he kind of is going harder
to keep him away from you.
Yeah.
Girl, that ain't nothing but Satan. That's Satan.
And he goes to church. He speaks in church and all of that stuff. And I'm like, you're the devil to know that, all this while you have the secret you're carrying. You ruin your marriage, cause chaos in your family. Your child won't speak to you. And here you are, trying to destroy my marriage too. And all he will say is, I've never disrespected you. And I'm like, well, you have, because he's come into my home and said, well, you don't have to do nothing on your day off if you don't want to do it, which would be what I want to do, And I mean, this is being said boldly in front of my husband. And he just stands there and, oh, he's drunk. I'm like, no, he's not. He had no business, So I know it's this person definitely is going harder, because I can see the changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whenever I confront him about it, my husband about it, it was like, oh, I don't listen to him. You think I'm stupid? I just know that, he's using me. You think everybody serves, like he'll say, everybody serves a purpose. So he wants to make it as if this person serves a purpose to him. But I'm like, whatever the purpose is, that they're not genuine. That they're even jealous of you, but yet you're still keeping them around. So what purpose could he possibly serve that you need him that badly?
Girl, sometimes some people's purpose is, their only purpose is to come in your life and cause havoc. That's their assignment.
And he's the one that started taking my husband out, because he never used to go out to the bars. And he's the one that started taking him out, introducing him to the bars, and, oh, let's go drinking and all of that stuff. And I could see days when my husband is tired. He looks exhausted. Like he will go hang out, work all day, hang out for a few hours with them, and by 1 o'clock he's back at his shop, locked up working, right back to the morning. So there's not much So even though he has this place, he's not enjoying it as he should. Even though he may go out on these little dates or interaction with these people, it's not like, he's disappearing for a day or two and having these he has to work to maintain his shop, this household, and then that household, and then everything else. So it's this big facade. So he's under a lot of stress with finances.
He's dealing with people who are draining the energy vampires. They'll drain you of your resources, your energy, your life source, and leave you with nothing. He gonna learn though.
At the end of the day, he's gonna learn his lesson.
Yep. He gonna learn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you gotta go through that.
No, it's something I'm used to. But as I said, I try to believe positive and said that, God put me in his life for a reason, and sometimes he's not gonna give you more than you can bear. And maybe I was the one for the job, but some days it's harder than it should be. And I'm a Christian, I'm baptized 3 years ago, and so I'm learning as I go along, because you got to be strong in spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Are they broken? They're manipulative, or they're selfish. It's a lot of different things, but the core problem is the childhood trauma that he has. That hurt little boy that feels like I need to be around these people and listen to them and, make, whatever it is. But I pray that with time, I will have the strength to endure and focus on me. In the meantime, let him do what he wants to do, but just focus on me, work on me.
Yeah. Well,
just focus on me and my children and be in a better place.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm here. I'm here if you want to talk.
But I thank you very much. Remember to send me your Cash App information.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said the amount was just
$33.33 is the amount.
Okay, $33.33.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. Okay, $33.33. Thank you.
And remember, I'm here if you ever want to talk. If I don't answer the phone, you can leave me a message. I work graveyard shift, so I'm sometimes sleep during the day, but know that I'll get back with you, okay?
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I thank you. Chances are I'll call you like when the baby's sleeping around this time of the day.
Okay.
So if ever, I have a Florida number, you probably remember me.
Yes,
My name's Jackie, so.
I'll remember you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so very much. And once you send the information, I will go ahead and send the payment.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to you later.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's been an end of the reading. Please don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe button. That's the way to get my messages out. Please take care of yourself so we can take care of each other. Love you guys. Talk to you later.